Hey, welcome to your day off. My name is Corey, and I'm sitting today with my man Geno
Whoop.
Chapman.
Yo.
Cheap Chapman. Hey, listen, we're live in Ibiza. We are Beauty Nova brought us out. Dude, this is just such a fucking cool list. It's the coolest.
I mean, you're in Ibiza.
You're in Ibiza. I mean, it'd really be hard not to be the coolest being in Ibiza.
And it's flooding outside. It's like
wild.
It's island flooded on an island.
You know
That's
what?
what's happening.
Yeah, we're underwater there. Aquaman shit. It's so wild though, man. It's so cool here. The event was so cool. This event is different. It's very much like a beach vibe, because like when we were hanging out yesterday before the show, it was just all these activations that we got to kind of hang out, and you kind of did it leisurely and at your own pace. And with all the activations, there was so much interactive stuff to do that you kind of didn't want to leave the room.
No, absolutely. No, it's brilliant to be outside, choose your own adventure and at your own pace, which I think is absolutely amazing, because we've talked about hair shows where you are sitting in a convention center and you're just like bored to tears.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can't kind of wait to leave. You get the itchies in the chair, you know. And this is not that. Like, it's so cool. Like, we were at the Depot activation, and they had like mugshot pictures, which I thought were very cool. They had arm wrestling.
Yep.
Oh, they had tattoos.
Yep.
And also the what's that character drawing. It was just cool. It's very cool. Like I said, it's very interactive. It holds your attention. It brings you in. And again, it's cool because how the marketing team has set it up here is you just kind of hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to have like a beach vibe. It's supposed to have an Ibiza vibe, and it very much has that. And then about 2:00 yesterday, like the roof fell off of this thing. We saw a bunch of hair being presented on a stage, and there was, proper Ibiza DJs there, just, giving the crowd the go.
Yeah, it was David Guetta, but hair.
David Guetta by hair.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that, I'm sure.
We're totally.
That fucker.
Yeah.
That guy there. So we're going to go around the table real quick. We are sitting with the Depot team that was on stage yesterday, and they blew us away yesterday with just the...
they killed it.
They killed it.
Killed it. Yeah.
It's been just a killer weekend. But anyway, go ahead, man.
My name is Dario J Braun. I'm from the Netherlands, 35 years old, and I'm in the industry for 17 plus years right now.
Rock on.
As a barber?
As a barber, yes. 17 years ago, you needed to do perms and stuff, like hairstylist things. But when I could choose, I just chose for barbering.
Nice.
Hey guys, I'm Tom Hoffman from the UK. I've been in the hair industry now for about 20 years. I was a hairdresser before, so good foundations, moving forward. And then had enough of the salon life. Those women just gets too much. So I went just into predominantly men's. Now, I'm working for Depot as well, and I have my own salon.
Amazing.
What's the name of your salon?
Diligence, Male Grooming and Wellbeing.
I like that name.
And where is it located at?
So we're over in Surrey, if you know Surrey, just on the outskirts of London. Yeah, we're just trying to do another movement, working with a Depot product in the salon as well, being able to do facials and stuff, and just giving guys that bit more now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, what's up, guys? Luca Malnati here. I'm a global artist from Depot, directly from Italy. And I've been in the industry almost 20 years now, and used to be a salon owner. For the last 3 years, I'm doing education full-time for the company.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So are you working behind the chair at all?
Yeah. No.
So just on the road with them?
Yes.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the life.
Used to own 2 salons. I sold it, and now I'm doing education full-time.
Just living the dream on the road.
That sounds like
Yeah.
freedom right there, man.
Yes, man. It's a game changer. It's something, it's changed your life. You can travel, you can meet people, you make connections. It's unbelievable.
And here we are. In
Exactly.
Ibiza! In Ibiza. It's so crazy, man. It's such a cool.
It's just nuts.
It's just
that we're here. And we're
industry,
talking to the Depot boys.
to the Depot.
Come
boys.
on.
So the Depot's like, am I talking out of school? It's being launched in the US here soon, right?
Yes. It's gonna be coming launching in US probably at the beginning of January. So next year is gonna be a big year for Depot, and plus on top of that, it's gonna be 10 years in the industry. So
That's
lots
cool.
of going on.
So are you guys, are they looking for like US artists and stuff to represent the brand in the US? Do you guys know?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I spoke to John quickly yesterday, and obviously he did say something about that. And he said that we may have a chance to go over there as well, which I'd be very keen to do.
Oh, yeah, totally.
If you guys are ever on there, man, let us know. I'll have John let us know. We definitely hang out at some of the big shows.
Where are you guys located?
I'm in DC. He's in LA.
LA.
We'll remember.
You remember? No, we got to play with some of the products yesterday. They're cool products, man. It's really
They smell
cool.
good too.
Oh, it smells delicious. So, like, I want to get back to you in the Netherlands. Like,
What do you want to know?
This is just the truth, is that about 2015, our friends released a video, and it kind of like elevated barbering as far as I was concerned. It was like barbering was kind of like, it was like your dad went to a barber.
I know what you're talking about.
And then the boys put out this video, and I was like, oh, that's also barber.
You're talking about the boys in Rotterdam.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Worldwide, man.
Yeah.
Insane.
I love Rob.
Yeah.
I love Lane too, but that dude,
Rob is the man.
Rob is the man.
He was in my radio show like a couple months ago. It was insane. That guy, I have a radio show every week, and then I make an interview every week. I didn't get the interview. He just threw everything out, but all the stories he's telling, it's like, wow, so inspiring. That guy.
We had him on a podcast in 2018, Robin Lane. Like, we were at a hair show, so it was Saturday that we're doing it. Sunday, my stomach was on fire, and I couldn't figure out like what I did. And then it was literally just laughing for an hour with those guys. They are so funny. But it was amazing influence from my perspective, the influence that they had on barbering and how it just made it like so relevant. And now like there's so many people now that are just crushing, including you guys, are just crushing it in the barber space. And again, it was when my eyes were open, like, oh, that's happening.
Well, speaking of influences, like who influences you guys? Where do you guys find it?
Well, I think that we were talking about Robert and Lane. I think those guys made barbering cool again.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. Long story short. So I think.
I love the way you say Robert.
Yeah, it's just Dutch. So, and then from then, I think, classic barbering went into the modern barbering things we see nowadays. And there's a lot of inspiring guys also in the industry working into the modern barbering part, for sure.
I think obviously it got saturated with a lot of, learning and teaching people. I think now there's, guys like us at Dippo, they're doing it, different. And we're bringing a new wave of like how we do things. And it's a different approach. And I think, it's there's so many people trying to be educators and stuff out there. So it's nice to have a different approach. Like you saw yesterday, it's just completely different to any other brand. So it's cool.
That's cool. And just a shout out too, like, it seems like you guys have got like so much freedom within the brand as well. It seems like, it doesn't seem like so. And even when we talk to everybody, like under the Beauty Nova umbrella, like there's that feel that there's freedom to be like, no, be an artist, be a person. Yeah. And hopefully that's what resonates as far as the brand.
It does a great job. I mean, when I came on just about 2 years ago, I mean, he's guided me so well. He has some great ideas and he's got a vision and he's been there from the start. So, we owe a lot of what we know to Luca for sure.
So Luca's the OG.
Thank you, man.
The OG, yeah.
OG speak.
Sort of. By the hair.
How do you guys collaborate? Like Luca, do you have like a vision that we kind of pass down, or is it like a collaborative? Like, let's throw some stuff on the table.
What
and see
do you
what
mean
happens.
for the
In general?
Okay, the Dippo way.
Basically, we try to respect the depot vision, but at the end of the day, we are the artists, so we need to interpret it ourselves. So usually what we do is we get on the table the main idea, and then we can talk each other to get the best result for it. I think it's the best way because it's not like a solo play. So we are part of the same family, the same team, and it's good to inspire each other, get inspiration, maybe learn something new, or maybe come up with a better idea from the beginning. So I think teamwork is the best.
Yeah, it's one of the first brands I've worked for where everyone just really does respect each other, and they also respect each other's ideas as well. And if they think you could bring them in, Luca will say, yeah, I like it, we'll change this, and we just it's a good relationship between us.
And what's the relationship like when it's not like mutually liked? Like, is there that enough respect about like, is that going to work? Not going to work?
I don't think we had a lot of issues. No.
Oh, come on.
Like honestly,
everybody's been in a room, brother.
No, like honestly, I think like the freedom we as artists get at Depot is something that you don't see very often. There was a fun thing last Saturday when we came up, and Tom, he had an idea about bringing a twin to the show. It was so funny.
I was out the other night and I see two twins. They're actually barbers, and they're called. They've got a barbershop called Banfield.
Here in Ibiza.
No, they're from England.
Okay,
I'm shouting them out. They're probably like, what the fuck? But I see them out the other night, and they are identical twins. When I do shoots and stuff, I like to think of something different or something new. And then I was trying to change the whole plan, and Luke was like, no. It wasn't even changing the whole plan. I just wanted them to come out. If one walk past this way, one walk past this way, and then suddenly there's two. I just don't know. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, probably that's the only thing. That's it. Tom, was 8 in the morning. He was he was late. He was late.
He was swimming. He was swimming.
I might not have even seen him. I don't know.
So we was ringing him. Come, calm down. Fuck it. Come on, you're late. Okay. So first he said to me, okay, I'm at 2 teams. I want to bring them to the show and stuff. I say, come, it's not going to happen.
For months.
Forget it. And that's it. That's the only issue we had. At the end of the day, I think if we are very straight to each other and honest, and we don't try to make up things and say, oh, maybe it's not going to work, and say, I don't think it's not working for this reason, this reason. At the end of the day, I think it's going to work for everybody without any argument.
We're all from different backgrounds too, so everyone can respect where they've come from. So everyone's got different views, different sides as well. So it works.
I think you should, though. I think you need to have those ideas, different ideologies.
I once heard someone say that, like, when you're creating, it's really important to get rid of the bad ideas. You know, like to kind of process through that. And if you have a good friend to be like, not feeling it or what, not necessarily that you have to go with that, but it's just like a good, like, because the creative process isn't smooth.
No,
it's never been smooth for me, right? It's like, it's rocky and like, we got some shit ideas that we got to get rid of.
You know, sometimes I completely agree with you. And sometimes what works for me is even ask someone out of our industry to get their opinion. For example, I do that a lot with Nico, one of our colleagues with the headquarter. He works in the education, but he's not a barber. So
It's perfect.
He's perfect. He has a great taste, and he understands a lot about beauty itself, not the technical part, but he can give you some great advice about it.
That's amazing. What's your creative process like?
My creative process. You're talking about the show from yesterday?
No, I'm talking about in general. Just like, yeah.
Yeah, well, creativity. It's, you know,
He smoke weed. He smoke weed.
you smoke. yeah. You
Whatever
know,
elevates the creativity.
no.
Yeah,
Sometimes I can be honest. You know, we have located in Harlem. So next to 2 doors next to, we have a coffee shop, and then sometimes
Whatever.
Yeah. No. It's all fun and games, but yeah, sometimes creativity it comes from within. Yeah, just also thinking about this project. What I really loved about this project is that all of our creativity came together in one show, and I think you really saw that everyone had their own kind of thing on stage, and we brought it together. I think you saw my love for Afro hair. Luca did some other things. I really like the octopus that our Australian colleague did. So everyone's own creativity, bringing it together was so nice to do.
I think creatively as well, like my process is normally I hear music first. And if I'm going to make a video or something like this, and I like to hear the music, and I sometimes drive around playing that song again and again and again. And then, I start to find the models on the street. I always like to go out and do things like that. And then also, just you're trying to piece it together with clothing and stuff like that as well. It's all just, I don't know, man. I think about things for a long, long time and piece it together.
So if we were to open your playlist, what's at the top of your playlist right now?
You know what? I try. That's a good question because I search every night and quite a lot just for new songs all the time. So I like deeper lyrics, and I go back off that sometimes and work backwards sometimes. So on my playlist right now, God, I'm trying to think now. I'm a bit of a romantic. It's been some R&B stuff recently.
Yeah, no, that's it. So I do want to talk to you about when we first came in Saturday or yesterday, whenever we showed up, like you showed us that really cool video. And just for inspiration, like you said that you pulled everybody off the street, which I find like, first off, you have the most handsome neighborhood in the world. But like, how do you like where do you find these guys and how do you and also when you approach them, what's that conversation?
It's one of those things, right? When I do it daily, pretty much. I just keep my eyes open, and sometimes I will just go sit, especially in, Guildford. There is some great looking people, but I think it's everywhere. If you just sit and watch, you see some cool looking people. And sometimes you get, shrugged off, but I just go up to them, tell them who I am and tell them what I do. And I like using that because it's just more real. And obviously it costs less as well, but, it's, it's more real. And sometimes, people have a real good talent for it and they don't even know it. So it was cool. Yeah. The video worked really well, but sometimes concerts, bars, anywhere. You can look at.
Yes, so who's the pirate of Guildford?
Pirate?
The pirate of Guildford.
As in me, isn't it? It's funny because I've told my son that I'm a pirate and he keeps telling his teacher. Yeah, I told him that he was a pirate in his back before because of the gold teeth.
Yeah, but even for the show, we did like street casting. One of the guy, the one with the dreads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was good
Yeah.
looking, stunning man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Well,
was.
first off, Ibiza's like different because everyone here is beautiful, male,
Yeah.
female, whatever. You're like, "Gee, I've never been around so many beautiful people. Like, I'm usually like a 1 anyways, but now, like, I don't know where I'm at. Like, it's brutal. It's brutal out there.
If you want to lose confidence, it's the right place.
Oh, exactly, right? God, it never is cool. Like, they're all just everyone's so freaking cool here. So, did you get them from? Did you get a lot of them from Ibiza, the models?
Yeah, most of them. Basically, when we were here in July, so we went out for a night for drinking, and there was this cool guy, Larry, and I said, "Oh, that's the model Dario wants." So let me ask him. He was serving drinks at the bar, so I said, I give it to him, the business card. I told him, if you want to come, we have a casting tomorrow. Please show up. And he did. And at the end of the day, it was super
perfect.
cool.
Yeah, it
It's
was
great
perfect.
that they were looking for a guy exactly like this, and it came. So sometimes I'm a true believer of that too.
Yeah, the manifestation.
Always manifest, and sometimes it just comes to you without you knowing, which it happened.
It's so cool.
Yeah, the way I manifest is I sit at the bar and I just stare at someone like this.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah, I normally don't get models that way.
You get vibes though.
Yeah,
Get kicked out.
yeah. 86.
Fourth time this week.
Oh, he's bass. Oh, creepy eyes.
Yeah.
You think if you got sunglasses on this time, we don't notice?
Yeah, that's so wild. Yeah, I mean I guess the division's big. I just don't know if I'd have the balls to do that. I'd be like, she's kind of gonna think I'm picking them up.
That does take.
I know.
Yeah.
It's sometimes
So
flattering.
sell us your
flattering for
pitch.
them.
Sell us your pitch. What would you do?
You got a great look. I own a salon. I own my own salon. You got a great look. I show them, some of the stuff we've done before. And, some guys are, don't want to do it, and it's fine. But I say, look, let me take your number. No booty calls, just simply for work. And yeah, most people are up for it and they're flattered by it as well sometimes. And then, you might have to direct them a little bit when they come through the shop and stuff. And also give them free haircuts.
Well, especially
For
with
the
you
best- to see it. Well, just if they keep coming back, if they're not from the area, but if I give them the offer, if they've done something for me like that, it's saved me 1,500 quid on models. So, just come.
That's a lot of haircuts
Come when you want.
Yeah.
And we may use them again for another show,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's about building that model list. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm also like, and you mentioned it earlier, is like I'm amazed like how good they looked on video and they're amateurs, not even amateurs, less than amateurs, and like, so what's that direction like? Like, how do you go like, be cool, fucker?
Yeah.
Or are they just naturally cool anyways?
But Dario is good in this.
What? Why? Why are you asking me about the models?
Yeah,
how do
directing
you
the
direct them?
models, because I think you have vision for that. And
What we saw is that because we also did street casting, so a couple of guys, they had a lot of experience, and some of the guys, you saw them, they were like a little bit new into the stage. So after a while, we were busy with doing like the walking and stuff, the choreography, and yeah, you saw that the level of experience needed to come together. So I didn't want mad or something, but I needed to tell them, you need to get that energy up. We are Depot. We are the only male brand is doing the show here at Hairtopia. So we need to make them proud, and also yourself. So we needed to get that energy up. And then, yeah, I can be very straight in that. It needs to do.
And also make them believe in themselves as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Give
You
them
look great,
energy,
you look great.
confidence.
So is this energy the pill that you took in Ibiza?
Yeah.
Is this the energy
One
that
of
we're
them,
talking
one of
about?
them.
That's something else, but no, but of course, you need to let the models walk with confidence. And sometimes you got to,
But
get up.
It was really evident, I guess is the best way to put it, is like both the confidence and the masculinity that they were pushing forward. Like it was like, oh, that's a dope collection. I love like the collection of like army wear almost, like all the greens and the browns and stuff like that.
the
I was like,
tribes.
yeah, we weren't supposed to use that word, but thank you. It was really, really cool.
Thank you.
Thank-
Yeah, like Luca, put together a great mood board, and then we worked together, eliminating things and putting other ideas in. We made a group chat, and we were actually literally was like yes, no, and it comes together really easily.
No, it didn't, because he didn't take twins.
I know.
Yeah.
Next time.
But that is a dope idea, though.
Next time.
Idea.
Yeah, I've
Fuck
said it. I'm dropping some t-shirts, and I've got the twins for it up back home. So we're gonna do a little t-shirt drop with twins in my salon. So
Nice.
cool. Yeah, for sure.
With twins.
Yeah.
My twin fantasy is a little different.
Tell me more.
Yeah,
No, you don't. What happens in my
Midgets.
head stays in my head. Oh my gosh, that is the best. What's next for you guys?
That's interesting. I mean, I'm speaking for me. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have global education training for Depot. So we're going to bring everybody in the headquarters and we're going to do education in the next 2 weeks. As I said, for 5 days, we're going to have all the educator for Depot from every country in the headquarters. And we do education there is a format, we call it Barber Stories. So it's very interesting. They have took part the last year and 2 years ago.
Again, models from the street and from the salon. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Relatable.
So it's a great concept of talking about fashion. So it's our way of talking about fashion. We travel the world every year. We do 3 different states. Okay. So the first year was Italy, Netherlands, and Spain. Second one was again Italy because we have their quarter, UK, and Poland.
Oh, nice.
And I cannot spoil it this year because it's not coming out. It's not already out.
But obviously, you get to see styles from different countries, different areas, and you don't get to see that all the time unless you go there, right?
Yeah.
So it's cool to see what other people are interested in or what the fashion is there, and then bring it together. It's cool.
Well, you said that this is happening, what, in 2 weeks?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
So then I'm curious, how do you unwind after this? Like a show like this now, because I feel like your adrenaline dump. Like,
yes, I.
yeah. So like you're going to be turning around in 2 weeks. What are you guys going to do when you get back home or the rest of the time you're in Ibiza? Like what's happening? What does that look like?
Spend time with the family if we go home. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I always take like a couple of days off after a show because I need to unwind a little. Because if I'm going back to the shop next day, it's not good for your
You know
mental
what?
health.
I'm the opposite. Like I have to rewind, not unwind, because it's like I feel like such an adrenaline dump that it's like I have nothing to give. I have no there's nothing that feels good about me that wants to. So it's like my family definitely gets the worst of me.
I'm the same like that. So I'm just exactly the same. I have to have something going on, like some sort of project, because otherwise. Yesterday I felt it, but then I realized I've got Salon International with the Modern Barber stage as soon as we get back, and then we fly that day to Depot. Crazy. So we've got a lot going on.
No, for me, it's like the same as Dario. I want to spend time with my family. So I need to get rid of everything and reset for a new start.
It's I spend time with the family, but it's just like I said, they get the worst of me, honestly. Like they're really great about they just almost leave me alone. You know what I mean? But I'm able to be present, but just like super low energy. You just give so much and then there's nothing left. Also, like the facade of the travel sucks. I often say like I hate going home. I just want to be home. It's time to go home. Like I don't want to go home. I want to be home.
Yeah, but also in your head, you need to be home. In your head, head and heart, you need to be home.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
It totally is.
I don't know how Luca does a great job of what he does for the brand and going around different countries a lot. I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
He's traveling a lot. Yeah, and I take my hat off to him.
For
It
sure.
must be really tough, man.
Especially these days, it's not as good as you.
What is the difference?
The guy that got stuck in Madrid for a day.
Come in here. I got stuck in Madrid. I was
Really?
supposed to be here Friday.
Saturday. You flew out Friday.
Oh yeah, supposed to be here Saturday, and the airlines big thing happened. They said that the plane was late leaving Madrid, but the plane was sitting in our tarmac, like a terminal. And I was like, well, it's late. Why is it sitting there?
Oh, okay.
So it was 7 hours, a little bit more than 7 hours delay.
You still came.
No
Thank
way.
you so much.
I would miss you, boy. Come on. Shit, where are we at?
Did you guys go to David Gaeta last night?
Yeah, we went. I went. Yeah, it was nice.
You go the whole time?
No, man, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you needed to pay 25 euros for one mojito. That was, welcome to Ibiza.
Welcome to Ibiza.
Yeah, no, and after a show, I was like, okay, or I need to drink like a lot, or I'm just going to bed and do the interviews a little bit sober today. Here I am.
Damn it. Wait, I know. I was like, what? Damn it. We got the sober you.
Did you make it out?
Yeah, I went there for an hour, but I was smashed it.
Yeah.
I was melting myself.
Yeah, I get that.
So
Yeah.
I need to rest.
Did you
So-
take the selfie, and then like, oh my God, I've been here all night. It's like, you've just been like walking real quick and then you're out. That's it.
Ibiza!
Well, nowadays they don't dance anymore. Right? They just do phones. They make videos.
I took a video of all the phones that were out. For
Millions.
taking
What
pictures.
happened, man?
It was
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
sad. I
Honestly,
noticed that. I noticed that
yeah.
as well. I didn't take any pictures,
No.
any video at the Ushuaia.
I think Michael Bibby, he's stopped it now. be one of the DJs. He said no.
A lot of people are
Really?
doing that now. Yeah.
Very good to do it.
I know.
Yeah.
I went to a comedy club. I went to Joe Rogan's comedy club in Austin. And when you walk in, they give you this bag that you have to like lock your phone into the bag, and then when you leave, they unlock your phone. So they, well, for the comedians, like they don't want all their stuff out there because you need the setup and all, and you don't want to get canceled either about a club set. You know what I mean? There's that bit too. But it was actually really nice. Like you forget by just disconnecting from your phone how connected you really are. It was kind of nice to walk through that as well.
I've been here so many times, and when you do go to these and see what these DJs are doing, I really take it in because the music's a big part of everything, right? You can really feel, and I do feel, when I'm watching some of these DJs, and I don't know, man, it's just I love it.
Okay, so did you boys get inspired by the balloons?
Because that was at the end of the night.
For me, it was the same things I saw last year, so it was boring.
I did this.
Yeah, I did this.
I took video last year. Now I'm going to make everyone feel like shit for taking video this year.
Yeah, I didn't make it out. I went out the night before, 2 nights before. It was my birthday, the day I got here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and
so
you made it.
Corona.
Well, no, you didn't make it on time, apparently.
No.
Are you always the late one? I'm not asking you. Luke, is he always the late one? That's a yes.
A little bit.
So, did you ever have to knock on the door?
No, not yet.
No, I'll call him.
Call him? Cell phone or room?
A cell phone. If I go to the room, I'm gonna kill him.
I get that. I used to be that way until the time I overslept. And then my team's like, fucker.
So where'd you go? Where'd you celebrate?
I went to Corolla, actually. Where did I go? To Pasha.
Yeah.
Second time.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
Man. It was a good night.
Yeah.
And actually, no, it's Tess Troxler. It was Tess Troxler as well. It's good.
So, I mean, we're like, first off, let's talk about this real quick, too. It's amazing that when we shut down today, so does the Hard Rock. Like, the Hard Rock doesn't exist in Ibiza anymore, which to me is just like, well, A, it's mind blowing that it's happening, and B, that we're fucking shutting it down.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, too. I'm not going to lie. Anything that's not screwed is coming home with me.
Yeah.
Like anything that
eBay.
says Hard Rock Ibiza,
eBay.
and it'll be on eBay next week.
So women that aren't screwed is coming home.
Well, they have to have a visa on them.
If they have Hard Rock Ibiza on them, they're definitely. Yeah, it's just wild to me. It's just like such a legendary place, and like it's just not going to exist. Is again crazy to me, but also it's crazy to me that they're open because we're here. Like there's nobody else in this hotel except for the people that are here for this event.
Yes, it's been a great turnout, this event. I mean, we had a like-minded people all in the crowd, so you really got a feel of the energy as well with the people that came here. It was it's just a concept.
Yeah, we had a
Such a
chance
great
to be
concept.
up top to do media work from the top, and we were watching people and just it was like
And it's
seeing
like
a David Guetta.
It's saturated
Yeah.
with events about education, like I said before. It's always like this, and like you said, sometimes you get up and you walk, you're done. You're done. But this is engaging, and it wasn't throwing, education in your face. It was just like, look at this. This is I hope we inspire you. We're always trying to inspire ourselves at Depot,
Of course,
and everyone else.
inspired.
Yeah, for sure.
I put up a video on Instagram just last night, and it was just videos I took of people dancing. And that's cool, right?
But it was, yesterday it was a hair show, but it was a festival.
That's a That's a better way to put it. Yeah, it's a hair festival.
Yeah.
Or it's a hairtopia.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. It was.
When can you go to a hair festival and everyone's in bikinis? I mean,
We had a great
Or,
view.
or half a bikinis.
We had a great view back.
Yeah, we're behind them.
yeah. We were peeking.
Little rating system.
Yeah, we're
going
peeking
on.
behind the curtains like this.
Well, what's going on? It is a cool event. Like, and if you're listening and you get the opportunity to come to Ibiza, just come to Ibiza. But if it's during Hairtopia, and man, I hope it comes back next year because it's just a dope event. I hope they also announce it quickly so I can pencil in when to be here and stuff. But no, it's a cool, different experience altogether. I also love that like I've done gone to hair shows in like Mexico and stuff, but there's so much hair show going on. You're like, when do I get to see? Why am I in Mexico? I mean, I could be in like a conference center in Orlando, or I could be, anywhere. Actually, I mean, Orlando's a great one. You go to Orlando.
It's just so much you don't have time to go
Yeah.
and enjoy.
And I mean, certainly you guys don't count because you've been indoors the whole time, but like we've had the freedom to kind of like just explore and to
Dip
be
in and out and stuff.
Yeah. So it was it's really, as an attendee, it's way different in that sense. And like you kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but you're in the environment of the arena, not the environment of buying shampoo.
Was it the first time Ibiza for you guys?
Yeah.
It's a magical island, and I think they couldn't choose a better location to do something like this. So I think that really helps.
Oh yeah.
With the whole events and yeah. Thanks Beauty Nova for that.
Beauty Nova.
Yeah, just even we were talking about the activation of Depot. It was like a man cave.
Yeah.
Like we went down there, we're like, yeah, this is like what the bro thing. There's the
Definitely.
bows and that, but it was.
I didn't even know it was there, to be honest, because we walked around the night before and like I didn't even know the man cave was there. It was awesome. It was
What
cool.
did you boys get to arm wrestle?
No,
Who
yeah.
won?
No, I didn't know any of this.
Let me get out of the model room.
I
Fuck.
know.
No, you should probably not be late.
No,
I got
Thank you, man.
you're meant to be my friend.
We were busy with prepping
I know,
all the
you-
hair.
you
We were in the prepping room for 2 days with air conditioning on. It was 25 degrees outside, but we were cold inside with the airco.
I was sweating. That was probably the Marco Corolla night before.
Yeah. But that's something else, Tom.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
But yeah, that activation. I think all the activations were cool. Even if we shout out to Milkshake. I mean,
yeah,
you-
those guys were great
amazing.
with us
yeah,
as
you
well,
put an
yeah.
activation by the pool and serve milkshakes,
And have beach balls and all the things.
all the things. Yeah, absolutely.
I know. I totally wanted to throw milkshake beach balls while you guys were up. Throw them in the audience. Got kicked
Milkshake
out.
as a brand as well, they helped us out as well. We was all mixing with the brands backstage as well. It was great because obviously we did a bit of color as well, and yeah, everyone was going around and helping, and it was a really good vibe backstage.
Yeah, that's the thing is, we were talking earlier that the best part about a hair show or hair fest, I call it, is the backstage to me.
Yeah, man.
That's where you got to be. Like
you know.
all that other stuff, but backstage is
Now the invite, to bring like how many people we had, how many artists we had, Luca, around
In total,
Yeah.
you mean like more than 30,
To
30,
get-
35.
to get so many talented artists in one room together. It's electric,
Yeah,
insane what that does. You
They
know,
get things you can get inspired to each other because everybody does different things. So they want to share themselves and represent their brand working for as well. And if you can see Depot, Milkshake, and Medavita, they have their own style, completely different,
Yeah.
completely different target as a customer as well. So I think was the best part for me. Obviously, if you think about the show, you think about when you are on stage. So that's the end result.
Yeah.
But building everything with everybody was such a great experience.
you
for
know,
me.
you're on stage for 20 minutes, so everything that leads towards that is why I love the shows, of course, man.
Even yesterday took me back. I've done like Vivienne Westwood shows, London Fashion Week and things when I was working for another brand doing women's hair as well. But then when I was walking around, I was seeing them using the irons and stuff like this, and I just had to get the irons out. We don't really do that anymore in the salon,
Yeah.
And it was just nice to just go back to my roots a little bit and just do a little bit of that. It was nice.
Gino was dying yesterday because he was like, he kept walking through and he goes, I've never really been in a model room where I'm not doing hair. And I kind of like, I feel like I got to get in.
I was watching you boys and I was like, oh, I just want to do hair. I just want to
Yeah,
get my
yeah.
hands dirty and get into it. So, but I want to go back to, you were talking about being on stage and getting the 20 minutes. Mentally, what does your prep look like? Before you go on, do you sit in a dark room, like in a fetal position?
I've been around quite quiet.
No, it was so funny
Well, he
because
smokes the weed.
no. We had the segment too, and we are so completely different. I saw him like
Yeah, I was looking
walking. It was very,
Yeah.
So what are you thinking when you're doing this?
I just obviously I want to do a great job, right? I just want to do it well, but I also want to, represent myself well as well.
Yeah.
So, and I want people to
Failed.
enjoy what I'm saying to them, So I'm going over lines sometimes, but also I'm just G'ing myself up.
for me.
Oh,
It's,
Like
Yeah.
if you're on like a tough conversation with like work or something, do you also pace? Are you a pace walker? My neighbors know like shit's going down if I'm walking in the neighborhood. No, no. Let's get into
You
that
do-
though.
I've only had my salon. It's just under 2 years now. Just under 2 years.
congrats, man.
Yeah.
How has your management style changed?
Just as a person, man, I have to be more patient, obviously, and some of my team is quite young, so it's trying to bring them through as well. It's trying to bring them through, and I'm trying to guide them to do it earlier than I did. So I'm quite late to the party when it comes to owning a salon. So I'm just trying to guide them in the right way. But with temperament wise, it's just, you have to be patient and have to, be a bit more of a mentor rather than just going crazy and show them the right way instead of just going mad because it's not your way.
It's also leaving like that space that it's not. See, here's the problem. Not the problem, but here's what we have to process through as we get older is that we only know one way, and that's the way that we train it. But then once you start to understand, then you go, okay, there are different ways to do this and there's different inspirations and stuff. And I need to keep that space for like we talked about it with creativity, but it's also about how you approach each day.
Can I say something about
No.
this?
No.
No, because I think something it's everybody can feel it. Or maybe if you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you are somebody that is in charge of other people, I would say he's responsible of managing other people, you need to face off. During this year, when I was a salon owner, and now that I'm doing education and I'm in charge of the education team worldwide, so I need to have a business with people from different cultures, different countries, different ages as well.
Do you think this position, this role has changed you?
Yes, completely.
Change you.
I think
Yeah.
Luca does a great job, man. Honestly, he's
Thank
taught
you,
me a
man.
lot. I said to him yesterday, I sat down after the show, and I went through a little bit of a tough thing going on in my life, and then I was able to open my salon. And since I met Luca, he's taught me a lot of how to
good.
educate, how to be on stage and things like this. I mean, I am quite.
Luca looks like he's 18, so I don't know if I would go to
18
like
of experience.
He has a really chilled. He's very chilled, but he's direct, and it always comes off. It's great.
I think that's the Italian way.
I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't like that completely. Back in the years, I was like, you do something wrong, or maybe that I don't feel it's good. I was screaming at you, but at the end of the day, it wasn't working.
Oh, we'd have been fighting.
Yeah, definitely. I can kill you.
In barbershops, it can go like that very quickly. So you're not working with women, right? So it normally comes to blows, like, or something like that, and then it gets forgotten about.
Oh,
it can
escalate fast.
I mean, and in front, it can happen in front of clients, anything, you know what I mean? It can escalate quite quickly.
My first
Guys,
salon
right?
owner that I worked with, it was a guy, and like, we had a conversation.
Yeah.
Like it just like, don't yell at me. Like I'm a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't yell at me. And if you yell at me, I take it as disrespect. And not like in a, like, I'm this respectful guy, but like we can communicate on a different level.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But by the way, there was 3 warnings. I was like, don't yell at me, bro.
We haven't had that anyway.
No, I don't yell at people anymore, because I realized that you need to find your way that works for you and works for the other. So works for you. I'm a very sensitive guy, and I process things into my body. So at one point of my career, I was like, okay, I want to quit because I wasn't feeling, not inspired, good for my wealth, mental and physical. Okay. So that's the point that I said, okay, I need to change something that needs to work for me and needs to work for the others. So right now my approach is completely different. When it's happens something, I process it in my mind, and I try to, okay, let's analyze this. Happen this, what can be something that solve the problem? Because we want to be people that have solutions, not just bring up the problem to everybody.
Yeah.
My approach is, okay, happen this, no problem. Be aware, it's not going to happen again. Please pay attention to this or that, whatever. But we need to have a solution for this. So let's think it in a positive way.
I think because I feel like when you look at barbers, it's tough. Get barbers, it's like men, like tough. And I think it's kind of cool that you're pointing out the fact that even what I do as a barber, I need to take care of my like mental space. So I'm asking this: how do you, if all the barbers are listening to this right now, like what do you do as a barber, like to make sure that you're feeling good in your head or your health, or what do you do for that?
I think for everyone, it's quite different. Of course, you have different people in the world. What works for me is to, what I already told you guys, to be with my family and unwind. I have really agreement with my girlfriend. Like on Sunday, I can't touch my phone. Don't be
check out day.
Yeah, really checking out sometimes, because you're a barbershop owner. This goes on and on and on. And right now I'm 35 years old. I have my shop for 10 years. So what Luca said, it's really recognizable what he's telling me, what he's telling right now, that, unwind sometimes and think about what makes me happy. What do I want from life? And if I'm being honest, I'm really into doubting right now what I'm going to do the next 10 years, because I have a barbershop with 10, 12 people working. I don't know if that will still work for me.
Yeah. I think we live many lives.
Yeah.
I think we should.
I agree with you, because I think that it's really important that we're always reinventing ourselves.
Yeah.
Because you keep a little bit of each one of them, and then you become that. I wanted to point out something that you said too, that I think it's important to like point out, is that when we're young, and certainly when we're young in our management position, we think that the solution is changing the room. And then as we get older, we realize that the solution is changing the thought or changing how we process stuff or changing our perspective on things.
Completely agree with that. And there is one sentence one of my mentors said to me and always keep up in my mind.
Wake Tom up.
Honestly, I'm not that bad.
I love the guy. I just need to keep him on track because
On a leash.
otherwise.
I mean, we do have the Pirate of Guildford. Come on.
Sorry, I fucked up. Back to your mentor. We were in a moment.
Yeah. So back to my mentor. So he said, you cannot change what people say or what happened. So you just need to change the effect that the outcome that is going to give you. So if you change perspective, so you cannot change the fact or maybe that someone said something to you. You can just change the response, your act to respond on this happen. So that's the game changer.
Yeah, that's why words are very powerful.
They are very powerful.
Yeah,
I for the last 2 years, a big part of my practice is I disconnect with anything I don't have control over. Like, and here's where it's magical, right? Is that like American football fan, right? So like I had a team that I grew up with, but now that like I'm literally like, by the way, this is a side effect. I didn't know that this was going to happen, but I was like, I'm not connecting to anything I don't have outcome with, that I don't have control of the outcome for anything. But what happened is that my fandom is now I watch American football almost as ballet. I watch it as like, I get to watch like the athleticism and how, I mean, as opposed to like, that guy's a dick because he's not on my team, which is like such a bizarre thought to me anyways, or Ford or Chevy or like none of that like makes sense to me.
Football's stressful.
Like,
it can ruin your whole weekend.
It totally does. It totally does.
Like,
and also though, that's it, right? Like,
it's not.
Yeah,
like,
but it's just
like how ashamed I was of myself. Like, and you go back to family, like I'm treating my family like shit because the team that I don't play for lost a game.
Mood in the house is off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like literally the last 2 years, it's been like completely disconnected to anything. And if I catch myself, I go, I have no control over it. And honestly, the big one is politics, right? Like I completely disconnect from politics completely because it's like I have no control over it.
What else? I'd like to know.
What to disconnect from? I mean, a lot, like I said, a lot of it is like, just even if you watch marketing and like, we're so much better because, and I'm like, no, you're not. Or I love this, like when you're with your boys and it's like, at least in the US, it's this way. It's probably there with you guys too, but it's like, I drive a Ford or I drive a Chevy. I'm like, I spent the same 50 grand. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's such a weird, like bizarre argument to me. And and to be honest, like if we go to parties and stuff, I'm always in the kitchen with the girls because like the guys, like the guys' conversations, I'm like, I can't even like, it just.
Well, to be fair, I'm not even a football fan. I think give two shits about football. But I did go to a bar to meet a friend last week, and it was a sports bar. And I'm from LA, so there was an LA team playing, and like just down to the last minute, LA lost. People lost their shit. The guys just were defeated. They're sitting in the bar like this with their beer. Like, you weren't even playing on the field. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's been a really great practice for me, honestly, because it bleeds over into so much of my life, and just. But it also makes space to focus on what I can control.
Yeah, that's important.
Was there some kind of thing happening, like a moment that shifts your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here it is that, I mean, back to politics, like I used to be like super in my head about it. And it wasn't like your guy sucks. What I noticed was that like when my team was right or when they made a good point, I wanted to take that energy and I wanted to share that with people, even people that agreed with me.
Mhm.
And once
push it on people. Or?
No. Like even if it's people that agree with my side of anything, like when I noticed that I wanted to have conversation just to puff up, I'm like, this is like the worst expression of communication ever in my own head. And I'm like, I'm just completely disconnecting from anything that I don't control the outcome from. And also think about how much space, and I would like watch politics or I would see something that would upset me and I'd be upset half the day over it, over something I have no control over,
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely waste of time.
It really, for me, it really is. Yeah. And then it allows me to be in a better headspace. And you talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Like there is no mental health in that space as far as I'm concerned. So a lot of it was that. And also it's like, I'm old as fuck. So, being old as fuck too, like you have so much life experience to so what serves me, what doesn't serve me. And that's the only thing also. And this is also a big one for me too, is I'm 56, right? The average American male dies at 76. So also part of my thought is like,
stress.
Well, my thought is that if I have 20 years, I'm playing for 20 years. I've got 20 years left on Earth. I'm not giving a second.
That sounds bad.
No, 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 no.
But think about it.
No, no,
It's-
think about it.
Yeah,
Think I only do things that I want to do. I'm in such a want outside of that, and anything outside of that doesn't serve me. And if it doesn't serve me, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
I completely agree. I've got the same like setup. So I want to live a happy life. I need to do things, so I need to sort it out because I need to, and then the rest is I want to do things. I completely agree, 100%. Now, we always complain about everything. At a certain point, I was thinking to myself, I want to keep going complain or I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I want to be happy.
Yeah.
So I want to do what I like. I love cutting hair. I like cutting hair.
Yeah.
I love doing sports because it makes me healthy. Let's do sports. If it's something I cannot have control and I don't like it, I don't do it.
Don't do it.
I
either.
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, my paradigm shift, have to do it. I get. So I don't, but I get.
Release for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you go into a trance, right?
Yeah, before I work, I go to work.
Chasing demons.
Yeah, I run.
Sometimes it's
Yeah,
shouts.
and this is the thing is, even like after a full day of clients, I go home and I run. That's like my somebody goes home, smokes weed, cool. I'm in California, everyone smokes weed. Or someone goes to the pub, they drink. Before I go to the pub and drink, I go run. I run first.
So you don't feel that later.
Yeah, then I don't feel.
And when you're on your own like that, you come up with some great ideas, especially when you're running and stuff.
Oh,
It's almost like your
yeah.
head's in this space and you're in a rhythm, and then you're thinking things, and they just come together, right?
Oh, totally. Well, that's where they say like the beta waves of the brain. It's like right when you get up is the best time to
Yeah, I
process
agree.
ideas and things. That's why, the wind down, the meditation, the manifestation we're talking about, mental health. Getting your health in that space is important.
I get the train to work super early most days, and that is I get my pad out, and that's what I do. I just write things down, and just get into it, and just I might just write a couple of things and maybe not go back to it for a month.
Yeah.
But that first time, at 5 o'clock in the morning, honestly, you just dream and shit, and it just comes out.
Yeah. Well, Stephen King, the author.
Yeah.
Shut him out. Even if you're writing, you write like shit, you write just because it's the act of.
Yeah.
That's the creative
Just
process
saying.
that we talked about earlier. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit before the goal. you know?
ADHD, crazy thoughts all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
For
That bit.
example, one thing's work for me to process and release all the stress is cooking for people who I care.
Nice. But that's Dinner with the Depot Boys. That's another podcast.
Plus, I'm Italian. You know the food in Italy is good.
I just came back from Roma 2 weeks ago.
Nice. How was that?
Always good. This is the first time I actually went to. If I'm going to go to the coastline, I either go north or I go south. I actually was in Roma on the coastline in Rome.
Okay. So like Ostia or something?
I was at a beach club. Starts on the S.
Oh, that
Somewhere.
one.
Whatever it was.
Somewhere.
It was big. It was a big.
Yes.
It was a big club, like a big day club. But that was awesome. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a
Lucas showed me some food. Every time I go there, it's crazy.
Oh.
And each area has like some traditional dish or something. And, someone dropped the oil from Bari the other day off the table, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, what the hell's going on?" And it was like the worst thing ever.
I was like, oh my, the baby fell. Pick the baby up.
Luca, favorite food, not Italian.
Favorite food, not Italian.
Yeah.
I like Asian food a lot.
Like what? I mean, Asia's huge. And there's about 1,000 countries there.
Yeah, I know. I like a lot sushi or maybe from Thailand, pad thai.
Oh yeah, I love
like
that.
a lot
Like,
of it.
what's different? What's different about the food over there?
Cambodia, it's almost like Asian fusion in a weird way
Yeah.
because there's some like when you order food that goes spicy or not. So like
Yeah.
if you go spicy, it's like more Thai, and if it's not spicy, then it's more like Vietnamese. A lot of like lemongrass and stuff.
What were you guys doing over there?
Oh my God, we did the most amazing project. I might start crying. No.
You want to hug? Guys should hug more.
Hold your horses, man. And we did a project called Hair Aid, and what Hair Aid is we teach hair cutting techniques to people in critical poverty. So and what's amazing, and you guys will get this because you're educators. We taught 6 haircuts in 4 days, and not only that, but every learner had to complete 2 of the haircut techniques before we could move on. So like in the States, it would take 6 months to teach this, And the quote that I came up with, and the quote that I brought home with me is that when opportunity is your only distraction, you learn. They were so hyper focused. It was like, and you would
Put it a good way. It's either you live or you die. They don't get if they,
slummy area, like real bad.
I'm talking. Yeah,
he worked in a prison.
I worked in the men's and women's prison, and I'm talking. If
Yeah.
these people are habitual, they live there because once they get out, the thing to survive is they steal. So they're constantly, it's just a cycle.
So with giving them that chance, they were just homed in.
Oh,
Is there a ticket?
Like
Yeah,
a
it
new
Could be
opportunity for
their
them.
ticket.
Yeah, because no one gives them the time to come in and actually educate them. So they take it serious. So what I found out is the certificate, you get a certificate at the end of the week. It's like a certificate from Harvard. In Cambodia, if you show somebody that somebody gave you education and gave you knowledge, you show this.
It's like a degree.
Yeah,
or
people are like,
something.
oh my God. So they took it serious.
And
Yeah.
they come out good. Some of the guys were talented.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was, I mean, the guys in prison, this is how hardcore this is. This is like in America, you teach like 3 haircuts and the students are like, "Ugh, I'm tired. I'll go home. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. And then, but in Cambodia, the prison inmates, we taught them for 4 days. They did about 10 models a day. 10 models a day. Boom.
Like a salon day.
Well, yeah, because they were rotating through all the prison inmates. So they'd take one pot of prison inmates, bring them in, and they would cut, and then the next in. And so it was just circular, like just bringing people in. And then the women, same thing. They would bring the women prisoners in, and they just cut hair.
Amazing project.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, guys, well done.
It's absolutely brilliant. And like, I honestly, as an adult, like I cried more that week or
yeah.
that time that I was there,
can
probably than I
imagine.
have as my entire.
Even the
And just
prisoners.
Where we are. You
And
know, we
it's
don't
just a lot of it had to do with gratitude, though. Like like you're familiar with Angkor Wat in Cambodia. It's the largest religious temple in the world. It was built 1,000 years ago. So like to stand on top of Angkor Wat was super emotional for me. First off, here's why: is that no place on a hairdresser or barber's resume does it say you travel the world. And we are just such a small percentage of the people that get to do that. And like, you've got to honor that space, and you've got to honor that, like where the opportunity that you've had. And for the world of me, I don't know why I have opportunities that I've had. I don't know why I'm in Ibiza. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't have like these opportunities, and it's never lost on me that we represent the entire industry and we're this big. Like the people that get to travel and do it is this big in the industry. But we get to represent everybody. But not only that, we're all fucking idiots. And what I mean by that is the opportunities for everybody that wants it, but you just got to learn how to take it and where to take it. And not in kind of like a dicky kind of step on people kind of way, but in a way of like, you've got to stay inspired. And you also, the greatest advice I have ever gotten is that the answers already know, you might as well ask, right? Like ask for everything that you want, ask for every opportunity. And even if the opportunity doesn't land today, there's always someone out there looking for you for the opportunity to land tomorrow. And if you ask, then everybody wants to help you. So I know a guy, I know how that we can do that. To be honest, you know why I'm here? Because I made a joke to John. John was talking about Ibiza on the podcast, and I'm like, well, if you need a podcast, let me know. We didn't hear from him for like 2 or 3 months.
I think you need to be like assertive, and see chances, because there will be chances all your life long. You need to recognize the chance and act on them. And it will bring you places.
And that kind of brings me back to like, what are you focusing on? What are you consuming? I'm a big proponent, certainly the last couple of years, about what you're consuming. Here's what I know. And I bet you guys, if you guys look backwards, you'll see it too. Here's what I know. What you consume is where your next 5 years lie. What you consume on a day, if you're consuming shit, your next 5 years are going to be shit.
It is.
Who are the people that you surround yourself with?
Yep.
The people that you surround yourself with and the stuff that you consume, that's all. That will dictate the next 5 years of your life. Guaranteed.
It is. Honestly. Yeah.
I did a lot of that when I started my salon. I had a lot of time just because I was going through something family-wise to see my children and stuff. So I had a lot of time while I was battling that to cut things off and just hyper focus on what I wanted to do. So yeah, I cut friends off, and anyone that was giving bad energies or bad vibes, it would just completely cut it off. And sometimes you have to do these things to take you in these directions. And then I'm a true believer of like things happen for a reason. I truly believe that. And I've kept believing in myself. And then, as I've met, got Depot in, I saw it in a picture. And when we got Depot into the salon, I met Luca. I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. And Luca's made it possible for me, like, to be able to do this. It's been amazing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Man hug.
Man hug.
Yeah, I'm super thankful for it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like these opportunities, like you say, it's like, you don't get them.
Yeah, like
So
we're all in Ibiza.
Yeah, I was on stage yesterday, and somebody I knew was like, "What the fuck? You're on stage?" She didn't even know. She was just coming to this event, and she's one of the magazine writers from England, and it's just crazy. It was wicked. It was really cool.
It's cool, man. And I challenge a lot of people that have the opportunities to also, like, when you're on that stage, like, feel that shit.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, when you're looking, mind you, you're the only three looking that direction, right? Everybody else is looking up at you, like just take those moments and go like, this is dope, and again, I'm beating a dead horse here, but like so few of us get to do it,
Honestly, yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Boys, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
very
boys
much.
kick
Thank
ass.
you. Sergio, you've been good energy, man. As soon as I met you yesterday, it was a good chat. I loved it. And thank you for having us on.
Well, as soon as we met, you showed us your collection.
Yeah,
And
know,
we're like,
sure.
shit. You're like, hell yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're not being totally truthful. John grabs us and he's like, you've got to see the collection.
Yeah.
So then
I'll be releasing it soon on our. If anyone wants to follow us, guys, you tell us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want your
your thing.
socials.
My name's Tom Diligence Tom, Diligence_Tom, and then my salon is at Diligence_Salons.
For me, I have multiple accounts. We have barbers.nl, that is like the working account. And if you want to watch my radio show, barbersessions.nl, weekly radio show in the Netherlands.
Can you get that on YouTube?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So have a look, guys.
Is it in English, Dutch, or German?
Well, no, it's in Dutch, and sometimes when we have international guests, we will translate it to English. And AI works pretty good nowadays.
God.
Yeah,
I've watched a few. They're engaging. They're really cool.
thanks.
dope.
It's running very good.
So with
sure.
Rob's interview, was that all in Dutch, obviously?
Yeah, but we really translated that into English because he has like I think the most of his followers are international, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they are, yeah.
So, yeah, but have a look for sure if you
Absolutely.
like. Yeah.
Definitely will.
For me, it's Luca.Malnati. That's it. Only that. I use it just for the professional side. I want to keep my private life.
Guys, if anyone wants to reach out as well, we're always happy to give advice or anything like that in the industry and stuff like that, and meet up and have a chat and collab.
So what can the listeners out there look forward to? You got 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you boys are doing what again? And then that's when all the educators after that they meet, they go out and start spreading the gospel.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah.
gospel. Well, boys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank you so
entertaining
much.
us. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thank you very, very much for joining us on your day off.